Hi guys, it's me, Danielle, Danny Buttons, and I am here today with another half color along. I already started this picture, as you can see, but I had the time to film and I wanted to make sure to do it because I need to get more videos up on my channel so we can grow. So, I'm doing a page from the French coloring book Les Grands Classiques, Tome 3, Disney, from the brand Hachette Heroes. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. And this book is mystery colors. So basically, I'll show you a blank page. That's what you get. And you don't know what it's going to turn into. But you get your colors on the bottom. And you color it in that way. So I like to always do the black outline first. Because one, then I'll know who I'm coloring. And two, it helps me see where the colors end. So like when there's a huge area of nothing, it's hard to tell where you should keep going. But now that I've done all the black, you can see there's only two colors between these two blacks and it's much easier to see them. So this is a picture of baby Moana, and I also have picked out all my colors on the side over here. This isn't actually one of them. I already finished color 4, so that's a placeholder, so I wouldn't count wrong. But for this, I usually end up using, or I've started to use, because I've just gotten them recently, my Crayola 100 count color pencils, because I do these books for fun. I don't do them to make them look beautiful, because it's already colored by number. I do them to be done with them and see the awesome pictures. So here's another one I've already finished. Uh-oh, I'm shaking all over. This is one of the fairies from the Tinkerbell movies. I don't even know who this one is. I actually don't really watch the Tinkerbell movies or haven't seen them yet. But as you can see, this background's kind of streaky. There's no real blending because you just do wherever the color tells you to do. But I don't care because I think it's so awesome to get these pictures when you're done. Look at that one. Oh, that's a good one. So, I'm going to do a spotlight on these books, but I'm actually planning on ordering 2 more very soon. So, I'm going to wait until I get those to do the spotlight. So, yes, I am now going to actually start coloring, believe it or not. So, yes, what I do with these books is I'll take an area, like I'll take a color. This is color number 6. And I will look for all the 6s and outline the area that is 6. Also, I hope you can see, I'm still getting used to learning how to film, etc. I actually am filming on a monopod, which has my phone attached, and it is right in front of my face. So if I lean down, I will hit it. But I think for now, that's the best way for me to film, because then I can see if my camera stops or if I get notifications, because I still don't really know which notifications will turn the camera off. So obviously I don't want to like get a text message and then not be filming. And yes, so yes, so I outline the area with this color and then color it in. And I don't try super hard to make it perfect. I just enjoy the process of coloring. So here we go. I'm also hoping that these books I finish front to back. It's one of like my goals, and maybe one of my first finished coloring books is what I'm hoping for. It's so awesome. There are so many accounts, especially Instagram accounts, that are dedicated just to these mystery coloring books. So I have a lot of people I follow, and I love to see them, even if it's the same picture. I love it because I'm super into Disney. So I'm just sad though, because a lot of the accounts I follow are in French. So they'll post polls and Instagram chat or just even the captions, and I can't read them. So I try to translate when I can, but in Insta stories, you can't translate. So that's sad. Oh, there's my puppy in the background barking out the window. We'll see if that lasts too long. I'm gonna give her a second. I might restart the video. Oh, Yeah,
Okay,
I
be right
think
back.
she's done. Or she's tricking us. We'll find out. But hopefully that was a seamless transition. I have been editing on iMovie on my phone directly. So it does all the work for me. But I'm not able to get too fancy with it yet. So I'm actually interested in looking into a new editing software. But I have not found one yet. Yes, but I'm hoping to finish these books off because I love them so much. One of the things I've been doing is, as I've mentioned before in videos, we are getting married, or I'm getting married. My fiance is not on camera with me, so I'm getting married in December, and we're going on our honeymoon to Disney World, and I'm so excited, and I cannot wait. So I have been, as a little personal mission throughout this year, rewatching as many of the movies as I can, the animated movies. So I would watch a movie and then color a bunch of the characters in this book from that movie. So that's been a lot of fun. But now I'm a little behind on watching the movies. So I technically have not yet watched Moana this year. I've seen it, of course. But I decided instead to do a theme for the pictures I color for each month. So all of August, I'm going to be coloring sea-themed movie pictures. So Moana, Little Mermaid, Atlantis, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, and Lilo and Stitch, I think were the ones I came up with. So. Oh, as I've also mentioned in a previous video, when I show you these books in detail, I'm going to show you my system for picking pictures and tracking what pictures I've done. And it's, I think, pretty cool, but some may think it's a lot. But I'm also like really into planning and list making and bullet journaling. So there's a few pages in my bullet journal dedicated to these books that you will see in a upcoming video. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little streaky. I think it looks almost worse in the camera than in person, but that's fine. I just enjoy the process. Yeah, so yesterday was my fiance's birthday party. He just turned 29 on Tuesday. We had a party yesterday. It's not a big party. I think, including Samuel and I, there were 7 of us, so 5 of our friends came over, and it was basketball themed. So I decorated, we found a banner that had basketball theming on it, so each letter was like the court, and then there were tiny basketballs everywhere, and then we got a piñata, which I know is super silly, and after we broke the piñata open, my friend is like, I can tell we're all old now because we're not really going for the candy. We're just cleaning up. And it was true. But I just thought it was fun to find themed things. I love throwing parties because I love like to decorate the house. And I just love themes. That's why I'm doing themes for even my coloring because I love it. Can you see anything I'm doing? I gotta figure out a better way to do this, but, yeah, so it was basketball themed. Uh-oh, I'm over the line a little bit. Oopsie doodle. We played ping pong. We have a ping pong table downstairs. And we were gonna barbecue and hang out outside too, but it has been raining here so much. It has been raining almost daily for weeks, and it's crazy because it's big thunderstorms too. It's not just like, oh, little drizzles on and off. No, it's been a lot. So yesterday we weren't supposed to get rain on the forecast, but we did get some. It was mostly the drizzles, but it was too much to go outside, so we barbecued and ate inside. And we like to play a lot of games on like video games, etc. So we actually have We play this game called Jackbox TV. And Jackbox TV is a game you can hook up to the television, obviously, and everyone plays on their phones or other devices. So there's a lot of trivia questions and a lot of like drawing things, and everyone in the room, their phone will connect to the app on the TV, and you play that way. So if there's trivia, everyone will press the button on their own phone. I mean, I'm obviously over-explaining this, but it's a lot of fun. So if you have parties, or even, it's good for even just 2 people, but it's definitely good for parties. Some of the games can have up to 100 people, which I don't know 100 people, but you know. It's a lot of fun if you're having a party to check it out. Jackbox TV. I know we have one of them. There's 4 different packs. We have one on the Switch, and I think they have it on other video game devices. And then we have the rest on Steam, which, if you know what Steam is, you know what Steam is. And if you don't, I don't know how to explain it, because I always try to explain it to my dad, and he doesn't understand, so. But check that out. Highly recommend Jackbox. Every single party we play it, and nobody has gotten tired of it yet. So we did that. What else did we do? I mean, people were just happy with ping pong. I always am an over planner, so for my own birthday parties, I plan so many specific activities. My last birthday party, my birthday is in November, so my birthday party was 90s themed, and it was awesome. Everyone dressed up as different 90s cartoon characters, and we had basically a whole day of challenges, I guess. So I did 4 physical challenges, like in Double Dare, and then I did 4 rounds of trivia. So my rounds of trivia were 90s movies, 90s music, and 90s cartoons. And it was really fun because I had different guests agree to run those trivias, and then I could participate, obviously, because if I made up all the trivias, then I couldn't participate. So my friend who did movies trivia, she asked questions about the top 25 highest ranking movies from the 90s in order, and we had to figure that out. And the 90s music, my friend who did that made a playlist, and she would play us clips, and we had to guess what the movie and artist was. And then Samuel actually did the cartoons, and he made up a slideshow with pictures of the cartoon characters, and you had to name them. And then the 4th trivia, because I'm vain like this, was all trivia about me. So it was to see who knew me the best. And it was funny because a lot of people got it wrong. I mean, a lot of them didn't know me in the 90s, obviously, but I thought it was all pretty obvious things. So it was like, what color was my Tamagotchi? And obviously, if you didn't know me in the 90s, how would you know? But my Tamagotchi was purple, and that was my favorite color, and still is my favorite color. So really, you should have been able to guess. So that was a lot of fun. Then we did the 4 physical challenges. One challenge was picking up M&Ms with a straw. So there were 2 plates, and you had to get the M&Ms and suck them up through the straw and then let them go on the other plate. And that was tiring. It was only, you had a minute to do like 30 M&Ms. But boy, that exerted a surprising amount of energy. Am I off camera? Of course, of course. Then we had to knock over water bottles. It was like a relay, and you had to knock over water bottles with a ball that was in a stocking that was on your head. So that was really funny to watch when it wasn't your turn. And then, what was the other ones? Oh, I had celebrity puzzles. So I took a whole bunch of pictures of different celebrities, and I printed them out, and then I cut them up into, I think, pieces of 4 and mixed them all together. So you had 2 minutes to try to match as many celebrities as you could. And I had one more. Oh, and you had to race a cup. We put like solo cups on the floor, and you had to use a balloon and blow up the balloon and use the balloon to blow on the cup and push it across the floor in a race. So those were all the challenges. It was so much fun. I really loved it. But all this being said, that's how much I usually plan. Like basically the whole entire party was planned, every activity we did, because that took up most of the day. Then we had cake, did some presents, and people started leaving. So it's so different to have Sam's parties where he just likes to wing it more. So it was still fun, but it was different, definitely. Get a sip of water. I also need to sharpen soon. It's weird coloring like this with the camera in the middle because I am really far away from my book. I have always had the tendency when I'm drawing or coloring to like put my head right next to the paper. It's probably not very good for your eyes. I got better with age, but like in first, second grade, I used to almost lay on the desk while I was writing to like, I guess, watch myself at an angle. I don't know what I was doing, but, so my head has to be way back here behind the camera, and it's interesting. So. Oh, back to more party talk since we have the time. The other interesting thing about our parties is Samuel and I and our group of friends are not stereotypical, which I don't think, obviously there's no problem with being stereotypical. There's no problem not being stereotypical, but we are a group that is not stereotypical. So he was turning 29. Basically, none of us drink alcohol at all, which is fine. You can drink if you like to. You don't have to if you don't. Nobody's against it. We just don't really do it that much. So when we're planning parties and looking for themes of what to do, almost all the suggestions for people our age are like, go to the bar or have a whiskey tasting or all these things that are boozy that we're just not into. So that's how we end up with these themes that are more unconventional. But at this point, because my birthday is coming up again, November, and I'm going to be 30. And I do not want to be 30. I'm probably going to cry on my birthday. But, sorry, I need to focus on little Moana's face. I'm going to be 30, and I'm nervous to turn 30. And I don't know what to do as a party because as a 30-year-old, I've done all the themes, some multiple times. So what is left to do? I don't even know. I've done, last year was the 90s. I've had 2 murder mystery parties, and they're so much fun. I love murder mysteries. They're just a lot of work to host, so I don't want to do them every year. But one murder mystery was 80s themed, and one murder mystery was like Prohibition themed. I've gone bowling for many birthday parties. That seems to be a big one that we do a lot. I have had a paint party, like at one of those, they're supposed to be paint and wine classes, but we don't really drink at them, as I mentioned. I had a Vegas theme party where we played poker and stuff like that. I've had a Mardi Gras theme party. I've had multiple Halloween parties because my birthday is so close to Halloween. And I don't know if I'm missing any big ones. That might be the gist of it. But I've done a lot of themes, so I'm struggling to figure out what to do now. But this year, I might not do a party for basically the first time ever. And I might end up doing like a weekend away with Sam. But that's because our wedding is in November. I mean, my birthday is in November and our wedding is in December. So like, we're probably having my bridal showers in September, bachelorette in October, my birthday's in November, and the wedding's in December, and obviously Christmas is in December. So I think people are overseeing me and they need a break. So 7, 8, 9, 0, 8. Okay. I've been consciously thinking about not saying a lot, but I think instead I just say and then or so, and I pause for a long time that way. So I don't know what's more annoying. I mostly film when I'm home alone, besides my puppy, of course, because I don't know if other people can stay quiet for long enough. So that's my plan. Let's see. But that being said, I'm not home alone very often, so I don't know how frequently I'll be able to get videos out. But I've been having a lot of fun being back to videos. Because like I said, I did it pretty consistently 4 to 5 years ago. I was uploading a lot of scrapbooking stuff. And now I'm back and I'm going to do coloring. It's hard because I want to do all of my hobbies. I have 3 or 4 crafting related hobbies especially that I just enjoy all of them. So I want to do all of them and make videos about all of them. But I don't know if people would want to watch that. So I'm actually planning a few scrapbooking videos soon. This Thursday, it's Monday right now. I don't know if you're going to see this the day it comes out, obviously. It is Monday right now, and this Thursday is the Scrapbook Expo. And this will be my 7th year shopping at the expo and 4th year cropping at the expo. So it's obviously a big deal, and I'm going with my best friend Joanna, or one of my best friends. I think she's most likely to watch my videos, so hey, if you're watching. And it's like our own, or my only girls' weekend, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm planning on doing a few videos about it. That's what I was trying to tell you. So I'm going to do a what's in my crop bag, which is all my supplies that I'm planning on bringing with me and how I prepare. I just think it's fun to watch those types of videos, and every once in a while I get some good tips from them. I'm hoping to do a haul of whatever I buy from there. And then I'm hoping to do a layout share of what I get done. So hopefully I get a lot done because I have not been scrapbooking as much as I used to, and I definitely miss it for multiple reasons. One, I love paper and I love all my supplies and I just want to use them. And 2, I find when I'm not actively scrapbooking, I'm taking less pictures. And I love taking pictures because I find sometimes I'll look at a picture and remember something I didn't otherwise remember. So I love having pictures. That's also sometimes why I'm sad about digital, because back in the day when you couldn't really see what you were taking your picture of, you would get a lot more background. And it's fun now to look back at some of the background and see details that you weren't meaning to take the picture of. But these days, you just get your digital and you zoom in on the faces or you zoom in on whatever you're doing and you miss the background. So, what else? Yeah, so I'm hoping to do a layouts created page. And I hope to take more pictures and scrapbook more and remember more things. That's the other thing that's sad. When I was little, for a while, I know everyone goes through this phase. Well, almost everyone goes through the phase where they refuse to be in pictures. They like don't want to smile for them, don't want to stand, can't be bothered. But I actually, like, my mom passed away when I was 12. And I refuse to be in a lot of pictures. So I don't really have that many pictures with my mama, besides when I was a little baby. So it always makes me sad to think that I was just a little punk and now I missed out on pictures. So now I always make sure to take a lot of pictures whenever I can, because I like those memories. And that's why I also suggest, if you are a mama, to make sure you're in those pictures too. Because I know a lot of parents, especially moms, will be the ones taking the pictures, which is great, but then they won't be in them. So your kids want to see you too, whether or not you want to see yourself. So that's my tip of the day. Bit of knowledge of, I don't know what it is, but think about that when you're taking pictures. So, does this look good? Does this look terrible? I feel like these colors are a little bit too similar, but oh well. Yes. I actually have to make shirts for the expo, maybe when I'm done filming this. Because we go every year, there's themes for what the crops are, and we like to dress up as the theme. So this year, the themes are superheroes for one day and magic for the other day. But I was sad when I saw the list of the themes. It said Hocus Pocus as the theme, and I thought they meant the movie, the Disney movie with the witches, and I was so excited, but they really meant general magic. And I love magic, but I love Hocus Pocus. So I'm making us some shirts to wear, and I have to obviously get those finished because I'm running low on time. Okay, we are making good progress on this picture though. I just have the background left. Cool. Let me show you my little cheat sheet. The back of the book actually has all of the pictures finished. And I just like to look at it to make sure I'm doing the right thing. So when I'm doing the background, there's a lot that stays white, and I have to remember to do that. Cool, 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 cool. Doing good. So I'm going to get a little bit closer for a minute to try to make sure I don't mess up these white bits. Because it's just random lines. So I think that's one. That's one. Yeah, I love these books. But it turns out I kind of love doing the black outline a little more than I love coloring it in. Because I think I just sometimes can get frustrated with color matching. Yeah, some of these Crayolas, one, the color doesn't match the barrel, in my opinion, or the pencil itself. It's not really a barrel since it's just a pencil, but they don't necessarily match the best, which can get frustrating. And two, a lot of these 100 colors secretly look exactly the same. And I think they're tricking me. Because, ooh, I missed a little bit right there. What's 9? I think they're tricking me, and it's not really 100 colors, but I don't have proof of that. So sometimes it's hard to match the colors to each other. By to each other, I mean to the key. So let's see, is that all the white? Nope. Whoa, I'm shaking you all over. 2 more white bits. Jeez Louise. There we go. Ooh. So that's all the whites. So now I'm just going to color everything in, and then we will be done with Moana. I love this book to do while I'm watching TV, because obviously you don't really focus on it that much, because besides finding the lines, all the color choices are done for you. And yeah, not just that, all the color choices are done for you. Did I zoom good? Yes. But yeah, right now I have, if you saw my coloring collection video, I have 5 of these French Disney coloring books, and I'm planning on getting 2 more very, very soon. I'm getting volume 4 of this series. This is volume 3. I hit my monopod. And I'm getting the Mickey Mouse one. It's, I think, called Mickey, Donald, and Friends. And that one is basically all pictures of Mickey through the years, all the way back from Steamboat Willie to, I would say to today, but it's to recently, I think, to the Three Musketeers movie that Mickey and Donald and Goofy were in. And I think that came out in like 2007. But that book has a lot of pictures from Mickey's Christmas Carol. And I absolutely love Mickey's Christmas Carol. It is possibly one of my favorite, well, it's definitely one of my favorite. It is possibly my favorite Christmas-related movie, which is saying something, because I love, love, love Christmas and Christmas movies. So I'm very excited to get that book, and that is what I plan on coloring in December. All of those Disney Mickey's Christmas Carol pages. So I guess while I'm here, I'll ask you a question. If you have made it this far, please let me know. What is your favorite Disney movie? Or, if you want to answer both, who is your favorite Disney princess, since I'm coloring a princess page? My favorite movie has always been The Little Mermaid, and my favorite princess has been Ariel, if you can believe it. Recently, I've also absolutely loved Rapunzel, and I actually feel guilty in my heart to be loving Rapunzel as much as I loved Ariel, which is silly, but it seems so strange because I've loved Ariel my whole life. So for a new princess to be in town, it's some tough competition. But yeah, let me know what your favorites are. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll ask a question every video to see who's made it this far, because we are almost half an hour in. Do you like the sound of the pencils on the page, or is it the worst sound in the world to you? I kind of like it, but usually I have the TV on, so I don't hear it that much. But I hear it pretty good now because it's just me talking. I need another sip of water. I talked a lot at the party yesterday, so my voice is going. Final stretch. We're almost done. That's the other thing. I hope you saw my time-lapse video of my last page, but the time-lapse turned out to be 2 minutes long, and it probably took around an hour, a little more, to do the page. So that makes me laugh and cry. But I love time-lapses. I will watch anything in time-lapse. But yeah, let me know. Did you like the time-lapse? Do you like color and chat better? Do you like a mix? What do you think? Let me know. We're in the home stretch. Whew. Ready, ready, ready. Ah, we finished. Oh my goodness, shook you all over. There is my final page. Does it look like Moana? I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So, I guess that's it. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. Definitely soon, because I'm hoping to do all my scrapbook videos too. But thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.